it doesn't cut, and it's going to work so beautifully when it comes to giving you a hose now that could last not just decades, it could last generationally. This is made of stainless steel. Look at how it's not just going to never kink, it's also heat resistant, so you don't have to worry about picking it up and it heating up, because the heat resistance means it's gonna always stay cool. You can try to cut it, but it's not gonna happen because this is stainless steel. It's a patented design. There are others that have tried to imitate this. There are others that have tried to duplicate this, except no substitute, because some of those others will corrode. This one, corrosion resistant and just beautifully designed. But what we're giving you today, look at this, in the palm of my hand, literally in the palm, 100 feet of stainless steel hose. It is lightweight. I think the two biggest surprises with this hose is the fact that it is so lightweight for 100 feet of hose that could last you decades, literally. And on top of that, the fact that it doesn't heat up even when it's in the sun. You're gonna be able to store it very efficiently and very space saving. And you're gonna be able to roll it up in just a matter of seconds. What we've done today is not only given you 100 feet of a stainless steel patented design hose, we've even done it in colors for you. I will let you know that right now we have just over 200 remaining. If you want it in the purple, and the color just relates to the nozzle, okay? This is an adjustable nozzle that allows you to either direct the steam, the spray, I mean, or if you want to diffuse it, you can diffuse it for a softer spray. So in the purple, just a couple of hundred. The green has about 300 or 400, I believe. And then we have it available in the teal, red, we have blue, and then we also have it available in your black as well. So we have a beautiful design for you, and not only are you getting this incredible design, but you're also getting the ability to be able to keep something and use it over and over and over. Lorna is joining us, and Lorna actually helps develop some of the products from the company that created this hose, and love that you understand all the benefits of it, because you help in the design element.
Absolutely. Belmont Gardens, we have reinvented the garden hose. They're a family-run business based in California, and Aubrey Yeiser came up with the idea, thinking, hang on, those rubber hoses, they crack, they kink, they're heavy, they're hard to reel up. The fabric hoses, they pop, they tear. Why not build an ultra-lightweight, ultra-flexible, ultra-easy to use hose made from stainless steel, but as you mentioned, Alice, that stays cooler to the touch in the sun? Feel the weight of that. Yeah. It's 100 foot of hose you're getting. You can't believe it. You can't believe how lightweight it is in the hand, how flexible it is. And I was just snaking it on the ground to show you at home, that's what you're gonna get. Working around your yard, around your car. Problem with the old style hoses, you mentioned for decades, we've all been using these styles. Once they get a kink, that kink stays. They've got a memory like my mother. They never forget. That kink is gonna stay in place. And when it's in there, the flow is compromised. You're not gonna get the flow coming out of it. And the fabric hoses, they can tear and they can pop. So what we did, we thought, let's make the ultimate kink-free hose. So, I'm gonna show you here, if you don't mind giving me a hand, Alice. We have taken one of the 100-foot hoses. Remember, all you have to do is choose a color of the nozzle and the couplers. We have tied 62 knots in this hose to show you, while other hoses claim to be kink-free, Alice, this one, and you're gonna think, hang on, how's that gonna work? It's got 62 knots. Are you ready? I'm gonna turn on that nozzle that comes with it. Watch this. The flow is not compromised. Listen to that. And then watch, with 2 fingers, I'm going to a gentle mist, great for watering my roses, my lawn, and then I'm gonna just turn it off, and I am done, even with 62 knots in the hose. So imagine at home you get just 1 knot, you know you're gonna be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, because this is not happening anymore. This has been a nightmare for years. It's ugly, it's unsightly, it's bulky. Where are you gonna even put it? You know, you can't hide it. And it's just been very difficult to try and negotiate it. Instead of that,
This is actually less than, I think it's just around 15 pounds for 100 feet of hose. Understand, 100 feet is typically going to be 2 of your traditional green garden hoses, okay? And what you're looking at right now is just a ridiculous, ridiculous test that Lorna has come up with.
So we went a bit crazy because we thought, hang on a minute, we want to put this. We've shown you how flexible it is, how lightweight it is, but we want to show you how strong it is. It's like a suit of armor. It's wearing 304 grade stainless steel patented design. This post, this could be your yard with maybe that one rusty gate that's got the sharp edges. That one rose bush where you say to the kids, keep away from the rose bush, those thorns are lethal. Or it could be that little bit of barbed wire that you found sticking out at the end of your fence. Look at this, okay? So this is one part of our torture test because I want to show you. Imagine if you had a regular hose and you put it in a bed of nails. Well, we all know what would happen. So what I want to show you is we have made a bed of nails.
It become a sieve.
Exactly. Now, obviously, you're not hopefully going to have a bed of nails in your own home, but we want to show you that whatever we throw at this hose, in fact, if you look, it's even pushing the nails out of the wood because the hose is stronger than the bed of nails. So whilst it's lightweight and flexible, the strength is unbelievable. And Alice, have you ever done this to one of your regular hoses where you've just got a tiny nick? And
well, a lot of them dry out and then they break. They split. How many of those hoses have you bought over the years? I mean, do the math on it. How much money have you spent on those hoses that are so difficult to manage? Never again do you have to, you may never ever have to buy another hose.
I know.
This is stainless steel. Look at that. So far she's done the nail test, the bed of nails test. She's done the barbed wire test. She's tried to cut it and we've tied it in. How many knots did you put in that thing?
62.
62 knots, and no problem, you still have an incredible pressure.
We do.
Pressurized hose.
Exactly, that's exactly what we did. We tortured it, we threw everything we could at this patented design hose. And what is special about this? It's actually designed to stay cooler to the touch in the sun. It's also got the nozzle, which is worth its weight in gold. You can twist it on, twist it off with 2 fingers. It is so easy to use. You've got the patented power coupler. Alice, that means if you're going to be putting it on a spigot or a faucet in the garden, for example, watch what happens. You often can go watering and forget, where's the end of the hose? I don't know. Give it a tug, and then what can happen? Bang! You're going to leak. You're going to burst that hose with other metal hoses. With the Belmont Metal Hose, however, that patented part is what is the difference. It's going to keep your hose nice and sturdy, nice and tight, no matter what you do with it, and you're still going to get full pressure, no matter what you throw at this thing, yet it's going to be lightweight. I mean, 100 foot
It's almost
of
like my
hose.
bracelet.
It's
like my bracelet. 100 feet of hose that she's winding right there that I have wrapped around my wrist. And let me give you a quick update on the purple. I'm sorry, Dan, how many left? Okay, we have about 175 now left. If you want it in the purple, great time for you to get something that has a little bit of color since we're coming
Absolutely.
We're right in the middle of spring, and you really want to get that color in your yard. But you know what you don't want? You don't want the green fake garden hose color.
No.
You don't want that.
No.
You're not going to be able to use it to just roll it up like this. I mean, have you ever tried to roll one of those things? They're just so cumbersome.
Most people just leave them off the reel.
They do, and they look awful. There's no way to hide it. And then because typically you have to have, you would never buy typically a garden hose like that in 100 feet because you could just never handle it, right? It's just too unwieldy. 100 feet, this is actually 200.
200, and you just... 200 feet
of hose right there.
You just saw me connect 2 together in seconds. You can connect 2 together, 3 together, 4 together, as many as you want. And the beauty of this is it has standard fittings. So if you have your favorite sprinkler or your dad has his favorite nozzle, remember it does come with a nozzle, but if you want to use a different one, you can use your favorite garden items with this. Now, I want to show you something.
Now, you can connect if you need 2 of these, let's say, if you have like a great big area that you want to...
2, 3,
you
or
can
4.
connect them to each other, right?
Just twist them together and it's done. You get 3 washers, so you get 1 for either end and even a spare washer. And look at this, 200 foot of hose?
Right.
No problem.
Yeah. It's amazing. It is amazing the way this is constructed. You will see others out there that look like this, except no substitute. Okay, you want to come back here, and this is why, because this is UV resistant. This is all patented, Lorna.
It is, and look at this. We just saw it's going to bounce the sun rays off of it. The physics of it means it's going to reflect the sun, stay cooler to the touch, and is corrosion resistant. And have you ever tried with a rubber hose? You've got it on the reel. You think, I only need a bit of hose. I'm going to take it off the hose. What usually happens, Alice, is it follows you. Look at this. You can walk away. It's not following you. It's just doing what you want it to do, because you don't have to worry about the big rubber hose jumping after you on the yard.
$59.95. This is going to be this could be the last money you spend on a garden hose for decades, if not generations, because when it comes to stainless steel, we all know how tough it is. And not just tough though. It's tough, it's durable, it's flexible, it's lightweight. You're looking at 100 feet of hose that weighs just over, I think it's 15 pounds. But it doesn't, you can't cut it. You can't kink it. It stays cool to the touch. These are features that you can't get in another hose, okay? That's what's so amazing about it. And today, at our price of $59.95, if you want, you can put it on 4 flex payments, get it home for about $15, and try it and experience it. What you're gonna love it for is for your boat, for your RV, because it takes up so little space, you can store it wherever you want to.
You can, and I want to show you the difference between the Belmont Metal Hose and other metal hoses.
Okay, good.
Because there's other ones out there, they're shiny, they look the same. You think, hang on, that's the same. We have a saying in England, all that glitters isn't gold. And what does that mean? They may look shiny at the start, but watch what happens. As is patented 304 grade stainless steel design. Rival hoses, they corrupt, they corrode, they rust. Ours you can leave out in the rain, in a storm, it's gonna stay this way. So whilst you think, I may have seen one like that online or in a big store, what you've got here, as well as being corrosion proof and rust proof, it's UV resistant, stays cooler to the touch, and also it's got that corrosion resistance built in. And something else you think, okay, so I've seen the other hoses, you know, and they do look the same. We've just seen the rust proof, but what I've got here is a tank with a hose that looks the same, and we were very flattered when Aubrey Yice's design from our family-run business was copied. We were like, okay, it's very flattering. So it looks the same, and here is the Belmont garden hose. What we've done is connect it to 2 tanks to show you the difference in the flow. Are you ready, Alice?
Yes.
So imagine, hot summer's day, you need to fill up a bucket to wash your car, you need to hose down the yard or the patio. You want to do it as quickly as possible. You want to get those jobs out the way so you can enjoy yourself. Watch what's happening. The Belmont Metal Garden Hose is actually filling twice as fast, in fact, faster than twice, as the rival metal hoses out there. This is the difference buying Belmont. Literally think of it, last hose you'll ever need to buy, just choose your favorite color.
Absolutely, and I also like the grip on this.
Yeah, comfort grip.
Yeah, it's just really more slimline, so it's going to be just a little bit easier for you to be able to grab that. What a great design this is. I mean, you see the difference here. You don't see the difference here.
That's it.
Okay, that's the trick here. You don't see the difference when you go to buy these in the store, but the difference is clear when you see it here. The difference is clear when she showed you that this one also is prone to corrosion. That's why you want to buy from Belmont, and that's why today at $59.95 you want the 100 foot. So you don't have to buy a hose for the front and the backyard. Just take one hose, leave it hooked up in the backyard, and then take it around to the front, because you can with 100 feet of hose. But who wanted to deal with 100 feet of that green hose? It was bulky, it was cumbersome, it was heavy, it looked awful, and it was going to just look even worse because you would just see it you can't even curl it out.
No, they're so difficult. And look at this. You can walk around your garden. You can put it in your RV. You mentioned your boat. You can take it through that rusty gate. You can take it through that rose bush. If you want to, try it with scissors. But what it is, it's lightweight, it's flexible. It is as strong as if it's wrapped in armor. And what that means is when you get it home, you can use it for all those jobs you use a regular hose for, but it's going to be lightweight, flexible, and so easy to carry and to hold.
And even with 60 kinks in it, it's still going to keep as much pressure as if it were completely unkinked. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, yeah, what we did here, because so many hoses say we are kink-free. So we thought, okay, let's test this one out. We're gonna put 62 knots in the 100 foot of hose. You can see how long it is even with the 62 knots. We're gonna tighten those knots. We're gonna put some water through it, see what happens. And I want to show you now, it is not losing any pressure. It's not losing any performance. And then with just 2 fingers, I can take that down to a fine spray. I can water the roses, I can do my lawn, and I can turn it off. Because even with the knots in it, it is not compromising the performance of the Belmont Metal Garden Hose.
You don't have to worry about knots. You don't have to worry about cuts, kinks. You don't have to worry about it being cool to the touch because it will be. It's heat resistant. Absolutely a great design. I'll give you an update on the colors, but first we want to go out to the phones because we have Phil calling from Pennsylvania. Hi, Phil. Do you own the hose or are you just buying it today?
Yeah, we're just buying it today.
Fabulous. So what really piqued your interest about it?
Well, last night I tried to get the rubber hose out and I almost threw it in the garbage. I couldn't get it untangled.
Right.
So my wife's watching and I'm looking. But I thought the other night I seen it, I thought it was only 50 feet, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
But this is 100 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
100
yes. It is double the size, and which is so nice because, you know, a lot of people in the past would buy the 250s and have to connect them. Now you don't have to, with 100 feet, you know, you can just leave this in the backyard, come around to the front, do your car, whatever you might have to clean. It's a fascinating design, isn't it?
I can't believe it, I'll tell you. It's, you know, really unique.
Yeah.
What
Really
color did you go
something.
for?
Can't wait to get it.
Well, we're going to send it right out to you. I think my most surprising part, Phil, was the fact that I thought it would get hot in the sun. You know, because it's stainless steel. I'm like, that's got to get hot. I have it on my boat. We leave it in a bucket, and you reach for it, and I'm telling you, it's heat resistant. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really strong.
Well, listen, we're going to send it right out. Thank you for
Okay.
shopping with us,
All
and say
right.
hi to your wife, too. You know what? I mean, he's getting this today, and truly, we do offer some that are 50 feet. This is the 100 foot. That's why it's our today's special at $59.95. The flexibility, the versatility, the practicality of it.
We say, Alice, don't get kinky, get slinky. You don't want a hose that kinks and knots and loses pressure and doesn't work. A hose you have to throw out every year. With the patented Belmont Metal Garden Hose, you can just buy a hose now and think, I don't need to get a hose ever again. I just need to choose a color. Now, we've just seen how flexible it is, how lightweight. If you feel again, I mean, look at that. Try that with a rubber hose. It's nigh on impossible.
The first thing that's going to blow you away about this hose is when you take it out and you just hold it and you go, there's no way that is stainless steel. And then you're going to do this, okay, because I did all this too. You're going to do this, you're going to go, how is that stainless steel? And then you're going to like try and tie it in a knot because you know what? Because you can, and you've seen us do it. You will tie this in a knot, and then you're going to use it and you're going to go, this is the best hose I have ever bought, and you may never need to buy another hose the rest of your life. I mean, stop and think about that. The quality of what you're getting, stainless steel, and not just regular stainless steel. I mean, you guys use a special
with the
type.
highest grade, 304 grade. What does that mean? It's corrosion resistant, it's rust resistant, puncture proof, tear proof, crack proof. And look at this. We've seen how light and flexible it is. Now look how strong and durable it is. This is just simulating the extreme here. But imagine in your yard you have got some rose bushes with thorns, you've got a rusty gate, you've got a fence with a nail that sticks out that's maybe got some of your other hoses and destroyed them. First of all, I'm using this to show you how strong it is. But I also want to take it to a bit of another extreme with our bed of nails, just to show you.
I like that I don't have to baby it either. Just like, yeah, there's my hose.
Look at that. I mean, we're going to put it in here and we're going to give it some welly, okay? We're going to give it a bit of a battering. But look at that. What it's doing is pushing out the nails at the top of the bed of nails because this hose is so strong. And again, if you get a traditional hose and you get a little nick in it, I'm using scissors, but these scissors could be a rose bush. They could be thorns. They could be a nail. What happens, Alice, when this happens?
Yeah, well, you've got a fountain.
You said like a sieve.
You don't have a garden anymore, you have a fountain.
So with the Belmont Metal Garden Hose, even those scissors are bending out of the way. The hose is that strong. But you think, we've put it through the fence with all the barbed wire
fence.
screws and nails.
My favorite, though, is the bed of nails.
My favorite,
That one
too.
actually is my favorite.
100%. We've even attacked it with scissors. But don't worry, because you may have anything in your garden like that. Watch. You are getting a huge amount of pressure, or you can take that nozzle down to a gentle mist. You're not compromising the performance of this because of the way it's built. And again, there are other hoses out there. They look shiny, they look the same.
They look a lot like it. So
they look a lot like it.
Don't be fooled. You need to buy the name on this one, okay? Because that's the difference in the quality of the stainless steel that you're getting right there.
Correct. So ours is 304 grade stainless steel. This one is not. This one is going to rust and corrode if you leave it out. Leave ours out in the yard all year long and it will not rust, it will not corrode. And we're going to see again, it stays cooler to the touch thanks to that UV rays bouncing off of the metal, off the stainless steel, and then again, rust corrosion resistant. It's absolutely like a machine of your garden.
I like that you can control and completely turn it off right at that.
At the nozzle.
Yeah.
I love that too. It's such a great feature. And then what have we done here? We have got a competitor hose. Again, it looks the same. So you might think, I've seen them online, I've seen them in stores. They look shiny, they look the same. Then we've got the Belmont Metal Garden Hose. Because watch what happens with the flow of our hose versus the competitor hoses. Now, if you're in a hurry, you want to fill a bucket, you want to wash the car, wash the dog, wash the kids, anything with a hose, you want premium performance. This is a performance that Belmont Hose is giving you. Watch this, Alice.
Yeah, it's like double.
Yeah, that's the flow and the pressure. Twice as fast. So this is why the Belmont Hose is head and shoulders above the hoses out there, because it's the quality of the build and the fact you're getting 100 foot of high performance hose.
At $59.95. This is the day you do it, guys. 4 flex payments on it as well. You get it home for less than $15. If you were at home and you turned on your faucet right, and it ran at half the amount of your other one, I mean, that would drive you crazy, right? You're gonna get all of that pressure. You're gonna get something that you can't cut it, you can't kink it. It's gonna stay cool to the touch, and it's not gonna corrode. It's corrosion resistant.
Absolutely.
Look at how easily she carries 100 feet. I think that's the thing you need to really stop and think about today when you look at our today's special price is the fact that this is double what a traditional garden hose would, double the length of a traditional garden hose. So the green garden hose that you would typically go buy is only 50 feet. We're doubling that at $59.95. Let me go through the colors again for you. So we have it in the purple, but is that all we have, 50? Okay, so you're looking at the last presentation in the purple. We only have 4 dozen now if you want it in the purple. If you want it in the green, that is gonna sell out right behind the purple. This is your teal. The red is really pretty. I like that. Oh, and actually, you know what? You guys are liking the red the most so far. This is our best seller. We also have the blue, and then we have a classic black and silver, which is very chic looking. Look at this. This is 100 feet of hose that Lorna is reeling up in a matter of seconds. I have it in my hand, like I have it on my wrist like a bracelet. Okay, it's my new steel. This is my new stainless steel bracelet.
And I just joined 2 together on here in seconds. Look at this. This is 200 foot of hose. It will work with all your sprinklers, your other nozzles if you want to use them, because it's got those standard fittings. Mother's Day is the 12th of May. Father's Day is the 16th of June. So if you want to give someone a gift that's going to last, as you say, a lifetime, just choose your favorite color. My favorite color is actually purple. What's yours?
Mine would be the teal.
Ah, good choice.
I just like something kind of light and pretty, kind of looks like the sky. So you're going to be able to choose whatever you like. For the moment, the purple and the green in danger of selling out now. So a last call on the purple, and the green will be right behind that. $59.95, 100 feet of stainless steel hose. But this is the Belmont, except no substitute.
Exactly.
Lorna, thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
Alice.
helping our garden grow even more beautifully. I have some more things, but first, more on the HSN app.
Don't miss a thing with